Are you on a healing journey? Are you trying to set boundaries but you're actually a people pleaser? Are you trying to do my way or the highway but you're not even sure if your way is the right way? Are you trying to elevate but you're not ready to drop old habits? You are me and I am you. I'll be covering several topics this season, including body dysmorphia, mental health and social media, and the healing journey. And if I don't know the answer to your questions, my guest surely will. Hey guys, and welcome to The Good Space with your girl, Leo. Today I have a fabulous guest. She's a content creator, but most importantly, she's my sister, Danillia. Hi, say hi to the people.
Hi.
And today we're discussing mental health and social media. So we'll get right into it. We'll start. So I like to start with a little segment just to get everyone warm and going. And because we're talking about social media, I thought I'd make it relate. So this is called repost versus block. Okay. So I will name 5 different scenarios regarding social media and mental health. And you need to decide whether you would retweet. So you would do the same thing in a situation. Retweet that.
Okay.
Or block. You disagree, you would not do the same. Cool?
Okay. So retweet or block?
Yes.
Okay, not repost.
Okay. Yeah,
retweet.
Does
it matter which one I say?
It does not matter because block is like the other side and it's like very obvious, which is one. It's fine. Cool. Get you ready. 1. Your best friend decides she wants to become an influencer. She says it's important that her non-follow ratio is on point. So she's unfollowing everyone on Instagram, including you. Retweets or block. So would you do the same? Do you agree? Are you fine with it? Or block?
Yeah. I wouldn't be offended if she did it. I find it a bit weird, but like I wouldn't do that. No. Block. There's just no need. Like if you know the people, I get unfollowing people that maybe you don't know. It just also sounds like a lot of work. So go through and like unfollow everyone and then unfollow your friends. Your friends should be supporting you on there anyway. So like, why are you gonna unfollow them?
And you said, but it wouldn't bother you that she did it.
No.
Okay, I get what you're
not
saying.
too far. If it's like a new page, you don't have to follow me.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Like,
it's
her page.
I'd rather you don't even follow me because then it makes your ratio look better.
Yeah.
But if it's like your own personal page, like
what do you do?
But I honestly wouldn't care.
Yeah,
I wouldn't care.
Cool. Okay. 2nd, you have started your own brand and you are putting out regular content. You notice your friend never reposts your content, so you ask her why. She says, I don't find it interesting. And it's not really her thing. Retweets or block. Wait.
But, sorry, I didn't even ask if I can swear on this one.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Last time, everyone always asks and I'm going to say
block? What the heck? What do you mean? It doesn't matter. Like, what? I don't get it. The only time I understand stuff like that is, let's say I have a gym page and my main page is like my business page and it's a gym page and I only like repost gym stuff because like that's within my niche. Yeah. Then I would get that. But if it's like, you just have a page or it even fits in with your what? Yeah. It doesn't have to interest me. Yeah. Like, even if it doesn't interest you, like, let's say you're, sorry.
No.
I'm talking too much. Okay. Girl. Okay, let's say your friend has a YouTube channel and they make like really long videos and like personally it doesn't interest you. Put it on volume 1, leave it in the background running, press like.
Exactly.
Like, do you know what I mean? It's what? That doesn't make sense to me.
And also, even if it doesn't interest you, it could interest someone else.
Yeah. So why are you stopping them?
Yeah, like literally. Well, cool. I agree with you on that. 3, your friend starts a podcast, and on the podcast, she shares a personal story about you. The episode gets 1 million views and is their biggest episode yet. You ask them to delete it because you are not comfortable with the story being out there and it is affecting your mental health. They say no because they don't want to lose followers.
Oh my God.
And engagement, retweets or block.
Wait, okay, hold on. Did they use your name? Is it obvious that it's you? I need a bit more context. Is it like, they say my best friend and everyone knows you're the only best friend
they don't say your name, but people can make out it's you. And the fact that it's big, you know how Twitter gets. If they did investigation, it's a bad story. It's a personal story. It's, it shares a personal story about you. So, and you're not comfortable, so I assume it's either embarrassing or deep.
Okay. I wouldn't do that, so block. I feel like there's so much context needed in this one because did we have a conversation before and I said it was fine? No. Oh, they just did it.
So, you know, sometimes in podcasts, you can flow, like how we're talking now, and then something might come out and you're like, oh, this happened to me back in the day and one of my girls. So it wasn't pre-planned.
I'd ask if they could just trim out the segment and re-upload it or something. Unless the whole video was about me, then what the heck? Then I would still hope that you
But they wouldn't want to re-upload because if they delete it, they don't want to lose
engagement on that.
Exactly.
No, I don't think that's okay.
That is just not okay.
These are all blocked. Oh my God, is there going to be something I'm going to retweet?
I don't know.
Okay, go on.
Okay, cool. There's only 2 more, so we'll see. Okay, cool. You decide to freelance and you quit your 9 to 5.
You express to your friend that you're really worried about finances as you no longer have a stable income. It is taking a toll on you mentally, but you're determined to make it work. Your friend has an event coming up. It could lead to exposure due to the guest list, but will also be very time consuming. She has asked you to be a guest speaker for free. So let me just bullet point that. You've quit your 9 to 5. You're now freelancing. You love it, but it's not coming in just like that yet. So you're struggling financially. You confide in your friend. A few days later, she's like, I have an event. Like, it could be good publicity wise, but I will not be paying you. Retweet or block.
See, this might be a bit controversial, but I don't think that's that deep. Retweet.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be exposure for you. How much money does your friend have? Like, obviously, if it's like a huge ass business, like they own Apple or something, and it's like they clearly have money, then I would hope that they would pay me, but I wouldn't feel entitled to be paid. Again, might be a cheeky, bit controversial. But like, I think that's fine. Like,
retweet.
Retweet, because exposure, you're going to get a lot of exposure. They're putting you onto them.
Yeah. I feel like that one was very in the middle, but some people would be like,
definitely. Like, because I can see why that could be a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you said they're struggling
Oh,
financially.
yeah. You're really worried about finances.
Yeah. Oh, no,
you know what I mean?
That.
And it's taking a toll on you. Mentally, but you are determined to make this freelancing work, and I think what you said before still does apply.
I still think obviously that aspect of it does make it a bit harder, but like I still think they're bringing you on to like a big opportunity, which I guess they didn't have to do, you know. So retweet-ish.
Retweet on tweet, like you know, retweet. Let me just like
I do that sometimes.
Cool. You're working on a big campaign, and it is your first collaboration with another brand. It's going well, but at the end of the campaign, the brand asks if you can redo some content, as the original content cannot be approved as they felt it was only targeted to a specific demographic.
Why'd you do it?
Because obviously which demographic?
Okay, just making sure.
Retweet or block?
Okay, so would I do this? Or would I have an issue with it?
Have an issue? Would you do it? Would you be like, cool, that's fine, retweet, or would you be like, forget it?
Retweet. I just don't like stress. Like it's not that. Again, like it has to be a big deal for me to feel like, fight for my rights. Yeah. But like, I don't think it's that deep. Like, I'll just resubmit. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't think it's that deep.
Yeah, you just feel like fighting this video. Yeah. Okay, cool. Lovely. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, okay. Guys, let me know if you agree. Or would you retweet? No. Would you retweet or you block? Is there some that you're like, let her know? Yeah, would you retweet? Would you block? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Okay. So as I said, today we're talking about mental health and social media. And as I've already mentioned, my sister, Danillia, is a content creator. So let's bring it back. When did you decide, all right, this is what I want to do? I want to use, like, not for fun, I want to use social media to build a platform and wherever that takes you, like, to build a business, or you want to be a personality. When did you decide that?
So not for fun?
When did you realize this is not for fun, I want to do a thing?
You know what? It's mad because it's like, obviously I've been like making videos and like playing around with videography and stuff like that for a long time, but not for fun would probably have only been like last year. Yeah. Because you know what the reason was that I think I was scared to not do it for fun.
Oh my God, you're me.
Yeah. I'm gonna cry.
I know.
Because like when you're not doing it for fun, it's like now there's pressure. And it's like, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like now there's a goal and it's like I have to meet this, and like no one's telling me I have to meet it apart from me.
Yeah.
But it's like if you're doing it for fun, there's still like a bit of play to it. So if you're not getting that engagement, if you're not getting the growth you want in the way that you want, it's still okay.
Yep.
Then when you're like, okay, this is a job.
Yep.
Who doesn't want to meet their target?
Exactly.
So it was like early last year, but last year.
Love that. Okay. And was there like a shift? So I think I know what it was, but
you know what it was, do I?
No. I mean, when I finished the question, like a shift in the way you started to produce your content when you knew I want to make like a thing.
Yeah, there was a lot more planning involved. Like it was a lot more intentional. So like I would actually write stuff down, do the whole audience segmentation thing, content plan, and like how does this link to this group? How can I build on this content? So if I have an idea, how can I keep that? Not necessarily a series, but it has to link. So because obviously majority of people don't see one video and then decide to follow you and decide to engage with you. They have to see loads. So just thinking more intentionally about my content, but still being myself, because I don't want it to be a thing where I get in front of a camera and I start speaking differently, or I'm like overthinking. Yeah, so I would just say I was planning more and being more intentional with my content, making sure it was like reaching making sure that if it reached the target audience that I was hoping to reach, that it would resonate with them and that they would be able to find a lot of content that's more like that. So just being a lot more intentional.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly that. And I can see that as well. Like I can see that it's more intentional.
Thanks.
Sorry. I can see that it's a lot more intentional. And what is your content? Like, what umbrella do you come under? Like,
I would say, oh my God, this sounds so like...
Why?
Because I feel like so many people like lifestyle, but like fashion, definitely, and lifestyle, but like under lifestyle, I don't follow aesthetics too much. And I think, to be honest, that's a weak point of mine. Like, I'm not necessarily the best with like aesthetic feeds and I haven't like put so much time into it trying to become better. I feel like if I did, I would. But for me, that's not a key thing. So my lifestyle is more just like, like mini vlogs. If I want to talk about something, I'll talk about something like what am I getting up to? But it's always, again, intention behind that. So if I'm showing you what I'm getting up to, it's not for vanity's sake. It's like places that you can go to too, or like help you with something. There's always an intention behind it and a purpose. I hope.
Right. So before you decided you were doing social media for fun, was there ever a time where you were like, I need to come off social media?
And the reason why, because so many times, that's what I said. Like I've been like dibble-dabbling. Well, not anymore. I'm not a dabbler, but like before, dibble-dabbling in like social media and like content creation. And I feel like the reason why I'd have like really big consistent periods and then stop is because I'd get in my head and like, I just felt like I needed a break. And sometimes I did need a break because I was overwhelmed, but that's because of the way I was going about it. There wasn't enough structure. It wasn't enough, again, intention behind it. So everything was kind of drib-drab all over the place. So a lot of the time I felt like I needed a break off social media. In all honesty as well, I love content creation. I love making videos. I love like talking to people and like discussing real things and like also talking about mental health and stuff. But I don't like social media. If that makes sense. Like I don't actually like social media. I just like the fact that there's this platform and like a space that's kind of like proxy to like speaking to people in real life. But you know, it's just on a camera. And also I like playing around with editing. Like, I do enjoy editing. I enjoy videography. I enjoy all of those things. But I don't like social media.
What about social media don't you like?
Just the pressure, the fakeness of a lot of it. And even I like the fact that, especially on like TikTok, things are moving more towards like authenticity and like people are just being themselves. But then it's like sometimes even with that, people are still following trends and not always being completely authentic. But I do like the fact that that's becoming more of a norm. I don't like the pressure. I don't like the comparison. I found out the other day, I was just scrolling through TikTok and there was a woman kind of going through how people like change their face on TikTok and it doesn't tell you that there's like a filter or anything or any sort of mod. It's like I can't remember how she did it. I don't think everyone has the feature as well. So it's like if you like hold down or something, there's like you can like reshape your whole like face. You can change your nose, you can change your lips, you can change your eyes. When I say it, I don't mean like it's bait. You can do this and it'll still, you know what I mean? There's no glitch. And like you can literally change. It's like Facetune in real time. Which I think is really scary because it's like you watch that and then you go through someone's videos and stuff and you're like, oh, I don't feel great. But that person also has days when they're just bummy in bed and they also don't necessarily look how they look online. They're still beautiful, 100%. But there's just, all that pressure. People are so fake perfect. And that, again, is just weird. I don't like it. This is really random, but I remember a long time ago there was like, that's so stupid. It's so stupid. Lado. There was
Lado.
Lado.
Like Lado. Why do you say that?
I can't say it in a British accent. Exactly. It sounds weird. That's why I say Lado.
Lado.
There's a video of her like dancing in like her mansion or something, and the bottom of her feet were dirty, right? And it's like people are like, oh, like she doesn't even like wash her feet or blah blah blah. And I'm like, bro, if we're walking around barefoot, the bottom of your feet are going to get dirty. Like, what the heck? I don't get it. But it's like everyone is so fake perfect. I don't understand it. It's so weird. It's so annoying as well. And people are just so entitled to other people's lives and opinions. It's just a lot. And those stuff actually it annoys me when I'm like reading through those kind of comments. It's just, there's a lot of hate. There's a lot of nonsense.
And the over familiarity. Over
familiarity for everyone in the crowd who can't figure out what she's trying to say.
Yeah, there's like a lot of that.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, too comfortable. And it's always, I can't lie. Oh, see. I think I'm yet to see, maybe I'm bugging and I have, but it's like majority of the time, you only see it from like the no face accounts. So it's like you're very familiar, but you also know what you're doing is stupid. You also know you're waffling. Otherwise, you would just do it off of your main account, but you don't.
Yeah,
it's just weird, and I think those kind of stuff scare me as well about like building a platform.
Yeah, definitely hearing you on that. And then, how much of it do you think is like on you as a person? Like, for example, okay, let's say Shade Borough. Like, oh God, Shade Borough comments stress me out.
Yeah.
But I follow Shade Borough.
Yeah,
So
no,
it's
exactly.
like-
So why do I keep following
Why
them?
do I follow Shade Borough?
Ask me again.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ask
I
me in
mean,
the comments. I don't know. Like, it's weird. You know what I do? I genuinely feel like I do follow them to just know what's going on. Like, I genuinely do.
Why we follow Shade Borough,
I don't
100%.
enjoy drama. I don't enjoy tea. Like, literally, you guys are not going to ask my friends because you don't know my friends. You might be some of my friends. But, like, I'm literally not even one of those people that sits there and gossip with my friends. Like, that's not our conversation ever. It's never gossip. So, I don't enjoy that stuff. So, I genuinely think it's just to keep up to date with like news and stuff, but then you can't help but click the comments, and it's like they know what they're doing, they know the captions that they're adding, they know it's going to like incite some sort of like rage or hate. It's just strategic, but part of the problem, because if we all unfollowed, then.
And then also, okay, let's briefly like touch on Love Island. So like Catherine.
No, just no, I love Catherine. I'm saying because like how that whole thing went.
Like the thing, I feel like that was another thing for me, like over familiarity. Like, why is she getting death threats? Why are people like you're a bad person? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I think that's for me. It was just like, no, social media.
Yeah, for real.
It's getting too far.
It's like, because, okay, that's what the reason why I said, is because obviously during the time, I was not happy with Catherine. Like, I don't know her, but I was not happy with like all of that. But the reason why I'm like, is because even if like you're not happy, I would never ever feel like it's okay to just even speak to that person, say certain things, send them messages.
Disgusting.
Like, it's so weird. How do you get that? What is literally going on in your life?
Exactly.
It doesn't make sense to be that comfortable and feel like it's okay to say those things. So it's true. It is the over familiarity, but why? Because you're seeing this person on TV, you don't know them.
It doesn't affect you.
It doesn't
like,
affect you.
It is not you
at all.
You don't know
in
Scott.
the slightest.
Like, it's so
in the slightest. It's weird.
It's weird.
Literally weird.
Yeah. And I feel like that's definitely like the negative side of social media, but then there is the positive way, like build people's careers, and 100%. As a content creator who's now decided, okay, I'm gonna make this a thing. Like, what do you enjoy about social media that you feel like you can use to boost your platform?
I do enjoy just being able to more or less be myself and put that out there, and people like that because it's like, oh my god, like validation. Do you know what I mean? Like it's nice to just be able to be yourself and talk about things that you're passionate about. I recently started speaking on TikTok, as you know, and it's like I love that for me because it's like I love to talk, and people that know me know I love to talk, but it's really scary to do that on social media because then you're opening a door for more people to have opinions. If you're just there posing like, what are you really going to say? But once you start speaking, there's a lot more that can be like formed from that. So I would definitely say like just talking and connecting with people, and then people resonating with that, and then even having little conversations in the comments and being able to play with the creativity, because that is something that I do love. So having a platform or even just a space where you can play around with that, learn new things, experiment. It's fun. And also learning new things. I think that's a big thing on social media. Like you have to be careful what you take in, but you can learn a lot and gain a lot from that. And even feeling like hopefully I'm giving someone that, or hopefully like someone feels like they can relate to something. It's like, oh my God, wait, it's not just me. Or that's a nice feeling.
100% agree with you. I feel like I recently realized how much I enjoy human connection. Like, because people like, I don't like people. Like, I actually kind of don't, but I love like human connection. Like when you have a genuine conversation with someone, and that can be like, I'm walking to the bus stop and then like something happens on the street and the person opposite me laughs, and then we have like a moment. I live for moments like that. Like, I love that, and I feel like social media allows you to have those moments as well, obviously in a different form. But like obviously, oh, you retweet, oh, I understand where you're coming from, oh, thanks for sharing, as you said, like those little things like that is great. What was your first form of social media, like, just to take it back, just throw back?
I think Bebo.
Was yours Bebo?
I think it was Bebo.
Did you not have a Pixo? Or were you too young for Pixo?
What the heck?
You did, what?
What's Pixo?
I feel like you had everything I had.
I had everything you had. Maybe I made it and I just left it.
Bebo was definitely bigger, but Pixo was just before.
What was it like?
Bebo was the skins, innit?
Yeah, skins. So you had the hearts. You sent people love. It was like one
Pixo
a day.
was just like a picture, and then I think maybe music. You could put music there.
Really?
I don't remember that much, but
I don't think I did. You know,
I think it was quite quick, and then we moved to Bebo. Yeah, and then obviously MSN.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does MSN count?
I guess.
Isn't that just like messaging something? You think?
Yeah, but like what's that?
Then
called
wasn't MSN
media?
before Bebo?
Yeah, MSN,
so it would have been MSN then. Yeah.
And then like this isn't really social media, but like Habbo, Club Penguin, like, Mulberry.
Yeah, I guess because you could still speak to people.
Yeah,
like, and get banned.
Do you remember Mulberry?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
They would just kill your Mulberry, which is actually so traumatic.
Like, you've been why am I being introduced to this?
And you're telling me
young
it's
age?
dead. Maybe I made this up and it was just a nightmare or something. Did you see their feet? If they were dead, like just their feet. Am I lying?
No, something like that happened. Like, were they lying down?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like their feet are just there.
I think I feel like
that's
like
so
that
traumatic.
Like,
what the heck? And they just tell you that. Yeah, they're
you've
dead.
been gone for too long.
Yeah.
You haven't fed them. They're dead.
Yeah, exactly.
But Tamagotchis died. So
That's
like,
true, but they were more like deaf. Whereas
I had a Tamagotchi. That's not social media at all. But yeah,
it's fine. I played on people's Tamagotchi.
Yeah, the thing. But yeah, okay, cool. So like Bebo will say was like the first like thing. And like, did you care about love and stuff? Like how much love you got?
Not really.
Yeah.
I only cared if I was like, because I was in primary school. I only cared if like my best friend at the time didn't send me love.
Who you giving your love to?
Yeah, and it's like I feel like you should share it.
Yeah.
Like if you gave one friend love one day, why am I not getting it the next day? Why are you giving it to someone else, or why are you giving it to that same friend again the next day?
I feel like this was a thing. Was this a thing?
I think but it wasn't for vanity's sake. It was like friendship.
Yeah,
it's like your friend not giving
you
them sweet or something. It was like that kind of vibe. But yeah, I didn't care because of any of that. It was literally, you should give me.
I mean, so I guess you would say that you're happy that it evolved, because I feel like with Bebo and BBM and stuff, why I liked it, I feel like you had the human the connection I was talking about. So the love, the writing on the wall, it gave you something to talk about at school. Like, oh my God, you friended, and BBM, like the statuses. I was a mess on BBM, but I loved it. Like, like always statuses and like and like broadcasting pins, and then you become friends with this. Do you know what I mean? So it's like
it's true
connection without having to like physically be there, like the start of that, without the who's bait on and who's but love kind of on Bieber. People, oh, I've got this many love, but it wasn't that deep.
Yeah,
like
you just kind of knew someone was popular, but
and usually they were popular in real life.
That's
how they got the love, as opposed to now where it's like you could be like not popular, which is fine, I'm just saying, but like you could be really low key in real life and then be a completely different person on social media. So like, I don't know, how do you feel like it should have stopped there, or do you like that it's evolved?
I think it had to evolve. Like nothing's just going to stay in one place. It's not going to stay stagnant. I like that it evolved in some ways. I think it allows for more, like, again, creativity. There was a limit on how much you could do on those apps. You couldn't even upload videos, could you?
I want to say no.
I don't think so. It was just like pictures. So yeah, it expanded what we know as social media, which is a good thing. Yeah, I think it had to happen, but I just wish there was a way. Oh, actually, sorry. I remember seeing when the whole, I remember seeing it was either on LinkedIn or it was on Threads, but you know Stephen Bartlett, the Diary of a CEO. Yeah, he was saying how, like, imagine if social media closed and worked like shops, so like it was open from like 9 to 6 p.m. Like that would be perfect, because then it's like you don't spend your whole day on social media. You wouldn't be as obsessed with it. You would just like use it for that set time. People probably wouldn't even use it as much because work. But like it would be a lot more tame, and I think that would help. But it's like the whole world revolves around social media. You could go to sleep and wake up and you're viral in like the worst way. But it's like if it closes at 6 p.m, you can wake up at 9 and see what's happening and maybe do some damage control if you need to. Like it would just be a lot more tame, and I think people would focus more on moments as well. So I think that could be a solution. It's not going to happen, but it could be a solution.
But would that not impact like influencers and stuff?
That is true.
If everyone's working at those times, and like I guess you could still
find a way.
Between
And I
5
think
to
a lot of
6, learn.
influencers do have other skills as well.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
A lot of them make like create their own videos, or maybe are really good at like selling stuff.
Yeah.
And do you know what I mean? That
That's
there are
true.
other things
You
that they
make it
could
work.
probably make it work. And some people have their own businesses as well, so they could still be focused on that. It might not work practically, but it would be nice mentally.
Okay, so you're saying how you feel like everything has evolution. I feel like there's a part of like content creating though, like for me, it's like starting to go back down, and I'll explain what I mean. I feel like we're kind of losing creativity, and this is what I mean. The trends, like you must follow this trend in order for you to blow. You must give the algorithm what it wants, and what the algorithm wants is not what you like in your heart. As a creative, like we're both creatives, and even if it's not the same content we create, there's like a passion for whatever you're doing, and it's like we both just want to be putting out what we're passionate about, but the algorithm doesn't want that. It wants like what it wants. And like that frustrates me.
Interesting. You said that. Good point. So I forgot the lady's name because I was just scrolling through TikTok. But I saw a TikTok of that today, and the lady was basically saying, "Oh, everyone's starting to sound the same. Like, guys, like switch it up." Basically saying that like even everyone's doing their makeup the same because like that people sit down and they do the get ready with me makeup. People will either like tell a story or talk about something. I've done it myself. Like that's whatever's on trend is what people do. And she was even saying, was it? I want to say, I hope I'm not saying this wrong, but she was saying like even like the upward intonation of people's voices. So when they're like, "Hey guys," so I'm gonna like everyone is sounding the same because they think like that's what sells, and it kind of is. She was saying like her video was basically saying this needs to stop, but then in the comments people were like, "Well, when I stop, TikTok doesn't push it. Like the algorithm wants what it wants. So when you're following trends, that's what's going to get pushed. And if your goal is to grow, you kind of have to do it because unfortunately, that's what people are watching. But then it's like, is that what people are watching because that's what's being pushed or because that's what people prefer? Because personally, I don't like people shouting at me. So when that's happening all the time, it's like sometimes I will literally, if it's too loud, I'll come up. No, not off TikTok, off the video.
I come off TikTok.
Really?
You know, the other day you were like, "You're not on TikTok that much." Like, you said that to me. It's because every time I go on someone, it's shouting. And it actually, I'm just like,
it's so much. And it's just a lot. But then I guess like people engage with those videos as well. So it's like, I get why people do it. And I do get why people follow trends. And those people are likely very creative and they have other ideas as well. But when they post that, it doesn't do as well. Or they don't even bother posting it because they know it's not going to do as well. So it definitely has, I believe, killed creativity. Not like... like entirely, but it has definitely put a dent in creativity.
And I feel like as well, like you're saying, like, is it what the algorithm wants, what people want? I don't know. People don't know what they want. They just want like what is fed and then what everyone is doing. So it's like, so I do think like if you are like a creative watching this and you like agree and you're thinking, I think a part of me, I'm going to start splitting it. Like, because obviously you have to do what the algorithm wants. We're not stupid. But I'm going to try and do like 50-50, 60-40. Like, I'm just going to put my stuff out. Like,
I also feel, though, when you grow past a certain point, you have more freedom to produce whatever you want.
100%.
So if you have that following, again, linking to the authenticity, and people are following you simply because they just like you, then you can expand past that. You can practice new things. You can release content that is truly creative, and because people like you and they like your brand or your personal brand, they're just going to engage with it anyway.
Speaking of that, sorry, no,
but that might even be what starts new trends because someone does something and it's like, okay, now everyone's got to do that. What that big creator was doing.
Exactly. But Sasha Elise, did you see her post
about
Christianity? I feel like that's a good example. Like, obviously it's a bit different because she's now decided she wants to go on that journey, but like, I'm excited to see if she loses. Not excited. Do you know what I mean? Like what the reaction is, because you're saying that like if you have a big following, you should, there are people like you, so they should follow. But sometimes people have come because they subscribe to the that certain. Like, I would say, like, bad bitchery with her. Like, she's gorgeous, obviously. And, like, for me personally, like, I didn't follow her before for not any reason. Either she's not... But, like, I'm now going to follow her. I want to see, like, that content. Like, that touched me. I love wholesome things. It's not every day. Like, I love a mix of both. We love bad bitchery. But, like, where some people might be like, no, actually, no. That's not what we came here for.
I feel like it depends because... unfortunately, Christianity is controversial. It shouldn't be, but it is. So with something like that may be controversial, it could, like, yeah, there's less of a scope to just expand anyhow. But if it's true to you, you should do it. And like, well done to her for actually like doing that. And because she probably was for a while behind the scenes, but now she's like, no, I need to make sure I'm bringing that to my platform and like truly dedicate myself to it, which is very, very good on her. But yeah, I think it's within a scope, so it depends on if it's slightly controversial or if it's something that people can just like easily digest. So if you're suddenly doing something fun, creative DIY, then like there's nothing really controversial about that. Yeah. So it shouldn't really affect your following. So it just depends, I think.
On what it is.
Yeah.
And is there anything that you like want to do, or like you feel like you're holding back, or like you're like, I know this is not going to land, like this is where my heart is, but like, cause like with me, for why you think like, for example, there's been so many times I'm like, I need to stop the mental health thing. Yeah. People don't care. Like really? They do, but as much, like I know that I could come here, sit you down, and we can be like, so body counts, and do you know what I mean? And we could say, what's the word?
Twitter topics, basically.
Yes, controversial things, and we could and I could put snippets out and and it may not be long lasting, but it will give me that high of people are watching my content and I know I could do that, but I'm not going to. But I have moments where I'm like, no. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I meant. Like, do you have anything that you ever like, I want this, but I know it won't land?
I don't think as of recent, I definitely get scared to put content out, but I don't think there's been like an idea that I'm like, oh, I'm scared to put this out because it won't. I'm not really as scared anymore. Like if it doesn't do well, it doesn't do well. I think in the past, so like years ago, which is interesting because like now I feel like it's a thing, so it's fine. But like literally when I was in sixth form, I started this like thing like Dan's Diaries, and it was like, it wasn't me vlogging. It was basically,
Jemmy and thing.
No. It's like it's like when people essentially like vlog their day, but then it was without the voiceover, but then have like a voiceover over it. So it's like you're showing like what you're seeing and what you're doing.
One when you were like talking to the camera, and you'd be like, "Well, guys, like,
my skits."
Or were they skits? Oh, were they
skits?
not being you? Like,
when?
I think you and your ex-friend, and you would like talk to the camera, and you'd be like,
what did we do?
And it gave me kind of like Selena,
that was so
Miley, Mandy type of thing.
Wait, hold on. Those were skits.
Oh, were they skits?
Yeah, it was like different types of people, that kind of stuff.
Okay, maybe it was.
Yeah,
I feel like you guys were talking about your day and like what happened at school and stuff. And no?
I don't. Oh, when we did the collab channel.
Yeah.
Oh, those were pranks.
Oh, okay, never mind. But I feel like that was great. Like, I feel like especially at the age
and I
of
think,
doing it.
those stuff, I wish I pushed through more of this. Even when I was doing the silly skits, I think I had more of the complex back then because I was like, less confident in putting stuff out there, and I was more scared. Whereas now I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, take it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Take it. You like it. You don't give it back. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't care. Yeah. But like then it's like even with the skits, like I found them really funny. Even if I look back at it now, like it's like I found it funny because it was just stupid and it was me being me. Yeah. But like, yeah.
There's one. At some point it was me. Yeah. When you put on my top,
I can't remember what I was saying. Oh, I'm wearing my cool clothes. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, and you said people thought it was you. Yeah.
All right then, guys. Okay, cool. But, yeah, I'm shouting.
Yeah. But what was I saying? Yeah, back then I feel like I did have a lot more fun with creating content. But to be fair, even now I'd be scared to do that. So maybe there is some sort of restriction. Yeah. But I feel like I would do something like that on TikTok because TikTok is just free. Am I promoing for TikTok? Because I've said TikTok
because I'm ready to go back. The most free one, but I need to go on TikTok.
Oh.
I'm ready to go back because as you said, like
it's the most free one.
Yes. Yeah. And we've both like acknowledged that the aesthetic thing's not really for us. And we know Instagram, that's what they like. Yeah. So with TikTok, I agree, it is free and it's like I can just talk. I can think like I'm ready to. I'm coming back to you, baby.
You can just like dance funny or do stupid stuff and like. I don't know. It's just fun. Yeah. So I did mostly in the past have things, and that was mostly like to do with like videography. On like people are gonna find this boring because it's just me showing different scenes. There's not much else behind it. The skits, because I stopped doing that. Even remember when I restarted my YouTube channel. Even if you scroll down to this, you will see them how I started off with like mental health videos as well. So now I actually do get what. I was like, oh no, why? But like. I feel like I had that complex in my head as well. I was like, do people even care about watching
I
this?
remember
Like,
you
are you gonna watch a
myself,
long video like
of me talking
yeah,
about
like
it,
so I do get that. I think now it's a bit more like people do want to hear it a bit more, but then again, some people just want to see funny videos.
Which is fine. Yeah, I get what you're saying. And you said like now you don't actually like care as much like when you put out content. Not obviously you care.
No,
you
I care
plan
about my
it.
content.
No, that's
yeah,
not
yeah,
what I mean.
yeah.
I mean like the response type of thing. Whereas I'm still and like give us tips for that because I hate when I put my time into content it doesn't do well. It really jars me. Like I get over it in that same day, but by like 2 hours after, I'm on like TikTok and it's still on like 3. I'm like,
one, you need to realize that like it's a marathon, not a race. Cheesy as that sound.
No,
So a lot of the
it's
time
correct.
you need to upload a lot of videos before you consistently start seeing like good reach. And I tell myself that all the time too, so I don't obsess over that. And I also realize just because people don't see my work, it doesn't take away from my work being good.
that.
Do you know what I mean?
No,
so it's like, just because why are you doing it? Like truly, why are you doing it? Because if it's because like you truly enjoy making your content, I'm like, oh my God, this is so good. Because I will watch my stuff back over and over. Like I just do that.
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying this and I'm here. Danillia. Do you know what I mean? So why does it matter? Obviously it's nice and that's what the end goal is. But it's like I could spend so much time and that happened like on YouTube a lot as well, especially if it's vlogs. Vlogs take so long to edit. So it's like if I've edited this travel vlog and I'm like, oh my gosh, I put in so much effort and I'm like trying out new things and like new transitions and and I even like studied and like watched a video and figured out how to do this. And now it's not getting the reach I would hope. I still like it. I still watch it back. I still enjoy my content. And also you never know, like people could, and especially, oh gosh, I'm going to say this the app name again, TikTok. Something like TikTok, it's continuously being fed through the For You page. So you can have like you know when we went to Manchester, the Ekti Mehmet, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that restaurant, like when I first posted it, it was like a couple hundred, and like now it's still going through and like it's on a few thousand, like do you know what I mean? And like that's from time ago because it can just randomly like increase. Views can randomly increase. So yes, obviously that is the aim and you want to be making content that you're hoping will be pushed, but don't obsess, otherwise you're going to stop. You're going to stop. You're going to keep stopping and starting again and stopping and starting again because you don't feel like you're getting the results you want. Just enjoy it.
I like that, guys. Remember your why. I like that. Remember your why. Especially because if you are thinking like that, you probably are like someone like me who has like high anxiety. So you're like, oh my God, is this going to work for me? That's why you're thinking like that. And I know.
No, I'm just letting them know, like, if you do, it's still possible.
No, we are something. But like if you're someone that has like high anxiety, that's maybe why you're going like why isn't it working. But I think I really like that she said why are you doing it, because I think it's easy for us to maybe change our whys. So instead of thinking why isn't it working, why don't people get why am I doing this? Why do I enjoy this? Why did I make that content? I like that. So change your whys, repurpose. If you know the content, you repurpose your why. Like instead of thinking why the result, remember like why the action. Why am I doing this? I like that.
And even if like let's say you get one comment, that's even like a good thing that at least that person is engaging with your content and like it meant something. Do you know what I mean? Exactly. And then you can have a little conversation with them, which is nice. So it shouldn't have to be like, oh okay, 10,000 people have commented, so now my content means something. Did it not mean something before you even posted it? Because there was supposed to be a meaning behind it. No. Even if it's like exactly what was the meaning, what was the purpose, because that purpose exists with or without people.
That's true.
So
What tips do you have by someone that is? What tips do you? What tips do you have for someone that is easily influenced by social media?
I think if you're easily influenced by social media, there's a deeper reason for that. So yes, you can take a break from social media, and you probably should. But also, what is your do you have high self-worth? No, I know that sounded so blunt. Do you know what I mean? No, like my intentions were good.
I know, I'm so sorry.
But like, I didn't mean it like that. Sorry. I know. You need to look like, okay, let's try again. Okay. I don't mind. Okay, go. Like, how high? I don't think I can say it in a way that sounds. Okay, what is your self-worth like? You should ask yourself that question. Oh my God, I'm going to laugh and it's going to seem like I'm being... Okay, activate. Stop laughing because I'm trying to get back into it. It's like, okay. What is your self-worth like? Because it might be a thing where you rely on other people for validation too much in general in life. And that could be the issue because you don't know what like your values are or like what you want to do, and or maybe you do, but you're not solid in that. You're not confident in that.
Yeah.
You're easily influenced by what you see out there. So it's more about doing the work on yourself. It's not as simple as, oh, just social media. The problem comes from within. So focus on that and focus on why you feel that way and why it's so easy to influence you, because it probably isn't just social media that influences you, it's probably other people as well. So kind of just being more solid in like who you are, like this is me and I don't care, blah 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 blah. Everyone's gonna get a bit of influence from social media, and that's normal, that's fine. Sometimes it's even positive, so it's okay. But yeah, just kind of looking within and trying to figure out why that is and solving that.
Do you feel like you can be authentically you on Instagram?
No.
Like
I'm not pretending to be anyone else. I know. But I can't just like speak and like be like the way you can be like chopping onions and cooking on TikTok and just be talking about something and being weird and but I don't feel like I could do that on Instagram because like what is the point? Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
we haven't touched on Snapchat. Because I feel like with you, Snapchat, you're more authentically you. I think, like you're more like fun. I feel like a lot of people do, and I think Snapchat doesn't realise it. I don't think Snapchat realises it has that.
I think
USP.
with me though, to be fair, my profile is open to everyone on Snapchat, but I mostly just have like friends and people that I know, or like maybe friends of friends on Snapchat. So it's just a lot more like, like I'm literally just being free because this is how I'm like with my friends and stuff. Whereas on different socials, I don't know. And also you're uploading a story. It doesn't feel like content in the same way. Like TikTok, I have to write a caption and post it and
But what about Instagram stories though?
I think I am a bit on Instagram stories. I love Instagram stories actually. Let me not say too many bad things because I actually do love Instagram stories. I use that a lot, and I feel like
I do not touch the feed. I use that story.
Yeah, exactly. I'm literally, and I'm like, I'm supposed to post on this app. Because I use Instagram stories a lot, and I like to talk on there and just be myself. I feel like if you were to follow me on Instagram and see my feed, you might get like a bit of my personality-ish and see what I'm like. But as soon as you click my story, you'll be able to tell what my personality is.
I think it's nice they have the mix of the both.
Yeah, actually. Cool. But TikTok has stories. People don't use it as much though.
Yeah. I did not know.
Yeah, but people don't use it as much.
Okay, cool. No, I had no idea. I knew they did like lives. I see people on the lives and the thing, but they did stories. Do you think that's it?
Sponsor me, TikTok. I'm here for you.
She's been advocating for you this whole time. And now YouTube do shorts as well.
Yeah, so YouTube shorts are actually good. Yeah, I like using YouTube shorts, but that's not really a talky one. Can be though. Yeah, because the best shorts are actually short. YouTube will push your shorts more if they're actually short, like 10 seconds or under, kind of vibe. You can have longer ones and be fine, but mostly
to get it like the algorithm. Great. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, guys. Danny, thank you so much for coming and having this conversation with me.
You're welcome.
Love you.
God. This is so crazy.
Say it back.
Okay, love you too.
Say it back. I don't know if she does this. It's fine. She's a Sag. I'm a Gemini. But
let's not be those people.
I don't even know what that means.
Because I don't know what that means. What you just said.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I
don't know what like a Sag like. I don't even know what that means.
And people be like, no, but it does.
No,
mean
they're
that
actually gonna say they're gonna
Venus is on
in
the
the comments. Give us like our thing. Like, what does that mean as sisters? That she's a Sag and I'm a like. Is it normal that I'm like love you? And she's like.
No, I do say I love you.
No, you do.
Yeah, I definitely do. But it's like sometimes like, if it's like thrown on me, I'm like I'm not in the mental space to say that. It's so awkward. Like I don't know.
Okay, cool. So.
Anyway,
right.
Love you too.
Thank you. Thanks. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for coming and talking on The Good Space, guys. If you have any questions for Danillia, let her know. I'm going to plug all her socials in the bio, whether she likes it or not. She's got a YouTube channel. She's got a TikTok. She's got an Instagram. Snapchat is for the friends only.
You can watch my Snapchat.
Twitter, you don't use Twitter that much. It's Love Island and she stops.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but I'll literally all be in the bio. Follow her. Content is great. She does fashion. She chats crap, but it's like really. But it's like, ooh, like people say they're quirky. She actually is quirky. Like she's a vibe. So yeah, follow her. But yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah. Get to stop it. I wasn't. I'm joking. But yeah, thank you guys. Any questions, definitely leave them in the comments, and make sure you let us know about the retweet or block segment. I want to know what you think on that as well. Okay. Thank you. Oh, love you. Thank you. God. I'm done.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Oh yeah, bye.
Oy vey.
Danillia, that was fine.
I'm sweating.
Thank you for tuning in today. I hope you have learned something about yourself, something that you can hopefully apply to your friendships or to your healing journey. If you have any questions for me or my guest, make sure to leave them in the comment section below. If I do not know the answer, I will make sure to find someone who certainly does. Make sure you subscribe so you can tune into the next episode where I'll be covering another exciting topic.